Hello, my lovely viewers, and welcome. I am Kira, a romantic ace, and tonight we are streaming Chapter 12, the series finale of Endless Summer Book 3. If you haven't joined me before, welcome! I drink and I cuss. If you want to play the drinking game along with me, the rules are right here on the screen, also below the player at twitch.tv/aromanticace and in the description on YouTube. If you cannot read the words in either spot, go to the website in that link, and it'll take you to my not my Wattpad anymore, my fancy website, aromanticace.weebly.com, where you can read the most recent version of the drinking game rules in text form. Also, if you haven't joined me before, the story so far, so a time traveler, a World War II code talker, an ex-Navy pilot, a Venezuelan revolutionary, and one of those blue guys from James Cameron's Avatar have spent 3 books trying to keep 10 dumbass co-eds alive. Also, we are not a person. We are a figment of a crystal's imagination and or maybe our friend's imaginary friend. But like, everybody remembers us. Like, everybody has the same imaginary friend somehow. And we have a birthday, and it's really weird. It's bizarre. Yeah, basically, this chapter we get to decide the fate of the entire world. We only have 3 options. Which is its own thing. I think I have everything assembled that I'm going to need. I have my meds, I have my Kleenex box, and I have a very full paper cup. It's not very big. Paper cup of lemon lime pop and bourbon. And I've already drained almost one of those right before we started, so I have said before I will need to be very, very drunk to cope with this finale. But there is one very sweet scene we get to see before we actually have to decide what happens to planet Earth. So, yeah, it's gonna be a good time. So, with that, the stinger for Chapter 12 is, while trapped in Rourke's vortex, it's up to you to make a decision that will affect all of time. Who the hell decided we were qualified to do this? Let's find out! So this is Act 9, Chapter 12. You mean the world to me. We are at the Celestial, back where it all began. You don't understand, do you? Of course not. But you will, in time. In the end, it's up to you to decide who you truly are. To be alive is to never know what will happen next. There's only one thing left to do. I choose... You're suddenly back on the rooftop of the Celestial. The vortex whirls ever faster, like a malevolent clock racing to count down the last fleeting moments before disaster overtakes all. This is a lot of pressure. Beside you, the crystal pillar shimmers peacefully, blissfully unaware of what the fuck is going on around here. I told you I cuss. Still with us, Kira? No. Yeah, I'm here. Rourke struggles to rise. Sean and Kelle keep him securely pinned down. I would like to think Kelle is suffering no fools at this point. If I may just... No, you have just enough. Stop talking. Stop talking, evil Tony Stark. Let him up. What? No! No, Kira, what are you doing? They release their grip, which I think is the worst decision we've made to date. Rourke stands and brushes himself off. Project Janus was designed to purge the Earth of time anomalies. It can fix all of this. Well, if someone hadn't caused a time anomaly in the first place, Rourke, we wouldn't be in this situation. Estella has given us the chance we needed. All that remains is to allow the process to bring the Earth to an optimal state. I don't like those two words in that order out of your mouth, sir. Rourke, we can say, define optimal state. What do you get out of it? Or, you're a liar. Like... I don't want to let him monologue, so I'm not gonna ask him questions. Rourke, you're a liar. You've almost killed several of my friends. You've left others heartbroken and in despair. Go on. I want to hear you try to talk your way out of this so I can spit in your face when I refuse. Wow. Going for the kill. Excellent. Excellent. And when Kira's done, I'll carve out your lying tongue. And Estella's gonna finish him off. Excellent. We're gonna need his help to get out of here, guys. Sean, sit down. We do not need his help. He broke this. He gets to shut the fuck up for once in his miserable life. We can help each other, and thereby help the world. Whether you respect me or not is inconsequential. Okay. I always knew you were different, Kira. You have a connection to the island's heart. You can drain its remaining energy into the Omega mech and finish this. I would like to not. The world will be restored, save for ignorance, suffering, and death. Qualities that have limited mankind for eons. Oh, God. Save for ignorance, you say? Exactly how are you defining that, rich white man? What's your take on that? Because I guarantee it can't be good. Yeah, no. Nope. In this house, we do not let villains win. It's all a matter of strategically revising Earth's history. That sounds bad, guys. Real bad. Yes, thank you, Raj, the canary in the coal mine over here. Yes, it does sound very bad. You can't just tamper with history. Countless carefully balanced equations have made the world the way it is. Oh, there will be differences, yes, but you will remain together. And those you've lost will be returned to you. Oh, God. You mean... Jake, no. In this house, we do not let evil Tony Stark get his way. Your friend Mike will be alive. Fuck you. Jake is rendered speechless. A ragged gasp escapes him. No, baby, no, we do not let villains win, no. Kira, if that's true, it'd mean everything to me. Imogen, too, would be as she once was. What makes y'all think he's gonna keep this promise? Guys, we can't do what Rourke wants. What about Varen? Do not be concerned with me, my love. The Vanti have prepared for this moment for generations. Cool, are you just gonna shove him off the side of the building and make this decision for us, Varen? Because I would appreciate that, thank you. I'm not talking about the Vanti, I'm talking about you. I'm talking about us. We've been married for less than 36 hours. I want to remind you all, Diego and Varen and Jake and the player character, Kira, have been married for less than 2 days. Not all to each other. It's not that kind of game. But more's the pity. Varen gently pulls Diego to him and holds him tight. We are joined as one. If our bond is meant to last, what happens here will not change that. I can ensure you all survive. That's a promise. Yeah, funny thing about villains, they don't have honor. What really makes us think he's gonna keep that promise? I will continue asking this question. The promise of a snake. And there's Estella with the genre savvy. Take a drink. I suppose skepticism is understandable. Iris, confirm settings regarding Kira's friends. Iris doesn't answer to you anymore, you son of a bitch. Only if that's what Kira wishes. Thank you. Go ahead, Iris. Project Janus will return the selected to the beginning of their freshman year at Hartfield University. Oh my god, we're gonna lose 3 years of education? I have to do that again? No, that sounds terrible. La Huerta will not exist, nor any trace of its impact remain. Further, Kira's past will be altered, giving her a family and also placing her at Hartfield. Huh? That's how Kira's past already is, though. Remember, they have all these memories of us. But if we go back, won't we lose everything that's happened here? Ding, ding, ding! Diego, once again, with more genre savvy, take another drink. You'll be alive, you'll have your families, and you'll all be together. That was not a direct answer. No one's offering you a better deal than that. Alistair casts a pained look toward Iris's hologram. He sighs deeply. If the mech's energy is returned to the heart, it should reverse the vortex, allowing us to stay on La Huerta. Then I say we stay. The world's gone anyway. Maybe it's okay in another timeline, but in ours, we just gotta accept that we lost it. Tja, I don't want to try to go home only to have it blow up in our faces again. Alright, that's fair. We can make a life for ourselves here. We have everything we need. Guys, we can say, you'd really rather stay on La Huerta? Or, what about the people we've lost? I mean, we do have to ask the question, what about the people we've lost? I'd really like to see my family again. And Mike. I promised my ma and sis I'd come back from the war one day. I'd hate for my last words to them to be a lie. There were so many things I wanted to do. To see the world and go on new adventures. I already gave up on all of that once, back when I holed myself up in the ruins. Kinda hard to do it all over again. I can understand, but isn't this what the Endless wanted for us? To be safe here, forever? She spent decades trying to give us that, and now she's gone. You find your thoughts drifting back to the last time you saw the Endless. Kira, please, wait. Rourke will promise everything, then take away the very thing we fought so hard to protect. She crawls towards you, reaching out frantically. The memory seems impossibly vivid. You can feel the heat coming from the lava pool, hear every scrape of the Endless's metal arm against the jagged stone. This is real? You realize that you've somehow traveled back to that very moment beneath Mount Atropo. Cool, with like the lava rising and we're gonna die. Endless, are you doing this? Let me show you, Kira. All that I've seen, all that I've lived. Every variation of our lives on La Huerta over my 2,139 attempts to save everyone. The Endless struggles to touch your forehead with her intact hand. Images flicker into being in your mind. Friends falling in love, working as a team to survive, discovering secrets. The Endless is offering you her memories. If you accept, you'll see dozens of scenes from alternate timelines. So we can receive the Endless's memories, which is a diamond choice, or pull away. Get your tissues ready. We're going to receive the Endless's memories. A brilliant flash heralds the beginning of a vision. You find yourself in deep woods. From nearby, you hear laughter and splashing. You follow the sound, pushing aside foliage. No way, that was totally out! If it hit the water, it counts! Your friends are playing volleyball in the celestial pool, sending a colorful beach ball back and forth over the net. And among them you see... Yes! That's another point! Yeah! stagger, dazed at the sight. Looking down at your hands, you see that one is gloved in red, and the other is skeletal steel. I'm the Endless. Oh, awkward. Your heart is racing, but the sight of your friends laughing and playing somehow puts you at ease. I don't remember this. It must be from another timeline. Just then, Sean spikes the beach ball too hard, and it bounces over to the edge of the jungle, nearly at your feet. My bad. I'll get it. Sean jogs over, a smile on his face. As he picks up the ball, he sees you among the trees. Ah, shit, we just crossed the streams, didn't we? Who are you? Sean, it's me. Kira? Yeah, awkward that. You take a step toward him, but as you do, reality shimmers and ripples. Suddenly, you're standing on a snow-swept mountainside. Huh? Where did... A bellowing roar shakes the pine trees. Nearby, you see yourself and Grace skiing down the slope, with Furball perched on your shoulder. You good boy. No, it's okay, we protect you. Come on, she's gaining! Oh god, oh god! The Yeti bursts through the tree line, thundering after them. Angry Yeti noise! Next, you're watching Michelle barely keep balance as she tiptoes across a narrow catwalk. Almost there. With a groan, the metal platform bends toward the blazing magma. Ah! Michelle! I've got you! Out of nowhere, Fiddler dives toward Michelle, tackling her to safety. Janine, you saved me. That's a turn of events. Yeah, well, we're even now, so don't expect it to happen again. It is a joyous day, brothers and sisters. We finally have a new clockmaker. Ukjal kneels in front of the chair at the center of the workshop. A dozen anachronists follow suit. We are yours to command, Zara. Oh, if anyone should not be given power apart from me, it is Zara. Oh no. Oh no. Dope. Clang! Fencing sabers clash as Rourke and Alistair square off on the edge of a burning building. Oh my god, it's so dramatic. Oh, not bad at all. Perhaps I underestimated you. Your observations regarding me have been summarily wrong, Father. But I'll afford you no time to regret your errors. On guard! Oh my god. At the base of Elistel's mighty tree, a battle rages. Arachnid soldiers struggle to defend the city from a horde of Vanti. To me, warriors! Let us slay the Hydra and Spider and reclaim our home! The Omega mech strides across the beach, charging its weapons. Estella glares out from the cockpit. Let's do this. Oh my god. Oh, they're screwed. High above the fray, Tetra tosses Rourke's lifeless body from the branches. Ah, that's a beautiful sound. With nothing to say about it, surprisingly. He strides back toward the audience hall. They're getting close, boss. A cigar smolders, lighting the face of the man on the throne. Let 'em come. And when they do, we'll burn this damn tree to the ground with them inside it. You see your friends in Rourke's cloning lab. Strapped to the surgical table in steel restraints is... Help! You must help, Gorgie! Come on! There's gotta be a way to... I'm sorry, Raj. I can't let you do that. Oh boy. Whoa! Who the hell are you? This must be a timeline where we never found Iris. Tari, where did you get that necklace? The Vanti child shows off the golden key hanging from his neck. That sounds important. I found it! Do you like it? Quinn kneels down to get a closer look and sees a rune shaped like a dolphin engraved into the side. I hate to tamper with private property, but I have a job to do. Lila sets the trail of gasoline alight, and soon the fire engulfs Jake's plane. There! That should keep them from leaving. Come on. Where is it? In a ballroom, Estella flips open a pocket knife and slashes the painting of a sailboat, reaching behind the canvas. Ha! Found you. She takes out a folded note and reads it. This handwriting, it's... L. There's a second Omega specimen. Whatever it takes, we have to make sure Rourke doesn't get his hands on her. O. Clipped to the note is a photo of you. He won't, Mom. I promise. So we're a made-up conjecture from everybody else's brains, but they got a picture of us in the past. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Whatever. A rusty taco truck rumbles down ruined jungle roads with Jake at the wheel. Oh no, we can't even trust him with a helicopter. Give this man a taco truck, everybody's gonna die. I've got it! I've got it! He doesn't got it. You're gonna get us killed! Again! Thank you, Mike. Thank you. Thank you. Take a drink. We'll be fine. Ain't that right, Sebastian? What? Why is the crab in the taco truck? Where is the crab in the taco truck? There's not that much room. This thing was supposed to be massive. Hold on. You're telling me that... For the love of... Kira, we've discussed this protractedly. I'm Alistair. Oh my god. Oh. Oh boy. Oh, that's a good time. And you're... Michelle, can you please just get us out of this nightmare? What surprises me most is that Rourke literally labeled this machine Freaky Friday device. Wow. Wow. You know what, just take another drink for genre savvy. That's delightful. It's his favorite movie. Guys? Why is Furball purple? This is particularly good because if you look at the promo art for Endless Summer Book 1, Furball is purple. And I don't know why they changed it, but somebody picked up on it. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. I like it. Look at him, he's so cute. Look at him. The little baby. Oh. How did he even get up there? Is he gonna be okay? Ugh, just like Malatesta. The fool never understands when it's time to let go. You watch as Cetus breaches the sea's surface again, with Malatesta somehow riding atop his head. Will one of you bloody fools do something? I mean, you could have let go, it sounds like. Angry sea monster noise! A figure levitates over the cracking ice, blazing with time energy. Run! That freak's gonna kill us all! Yeah, boy! Oh my god! Oh no, don't give Craig that kind of power. Give him a pipe, but don't give him the island's heart! Oh no! Oh no! Oh dear. That boy cannot be trusted with that kind of power. I knew you'd come around eventually. Oh no. Oh no. No. I think I know what one this is. No! Welcome back, Wolf. What can I do for you, Commander? No. No! I forgot people died. Alistair walks in, carrying Grace's body. This is your fault. Alistair, I'm so sorry. It was an accident. Oh no, and it was Quinn? Oh, poor babies. Poor Grace. Her blood is on all of you, and now your own will be too. Alistair sets down Grace's body and draws a snake-hilted knife. Varen sits alone on the shore, weeping as he cradles a fluorescent-colored seashell to his ear. So sad. A voice echoes faintly in the shell. A voice from long ago. I'll always love you, Varen. I'll always love you, Varen. I'll always love you. I think that counts as someone pining. Take a drink. Soon, the echo is gone forever. Craig dangles over the side of a sheer cliff, hanging on to Sean's hand. Oh, there's another death coming up. I've got you! I can pull you up! Bro, I'll just pull you over with me. No! Craig, no! Face it, Sean. I've been dragging you down my whole life. I'm done. Craig releases his grasp and plummets hundreds of feet to the ground. No! Rourke cuts a thick slice of juicy steak and twirls it on his fork. I must say, it's lovely to finally have a family dinner together. I don't like the sound of that. Across the table, Estella sits perfectly still, her eyes blank. At her temple, an electric device pulses with light. 'Cause that's how you access someone's willpower, is through the temple, obviously. Wouldn't you agree, my dear? Yes, Father. Tari runs up and hugs Alistair around the legs. Oh, this is another really warped timeline. I love you, Uncle Al! Oh, he's so cute, and Alistair does not deserve that. I love you too, Tari. Oh, it'd be cute if it wasn't Alistair. An arcade machine flashes high score while Craig hoists Diego onto his shoulders and carries him around. Ha ha! My boy Diego just crushed the all-time leaderboard. Aw, yeah. Billy Mitchell, who? She couldn't have done it without you guys. Grace sniffs, and a tear rolls down her cheek. Michelle, sitting by her side, wipes it away. I don't think you're timid at all. In fact, you're probably the bravest person I've ever met. Really? Really. And I'm counting everyone in this group. Jake pulls the slide on a pistol. You seriously think I'd let you go it alone? I told you, I've got your back for life. I know, Jake, and you know I've got yours. Oh yes, ride or die, bros. I love it. Yes, this timeline. This timeline. Sean and Jake embrace, clapping each other. Yes. Yes. Be bros. I love it. But if you tell anybody I said that, I'll kill you myself. Sure. You watch yourself raise a glass, surrounded by your friends. So this toast is to all of you. You're like family to me. And more than that, you're the best family I could ever hope for. Aww. Sean lifts Michelle in his arms and spins her around. They're so cute. I can't believe I ever let you slip away. I can't believe I ever watched you go. Never again. I'm yours, Michelle. And you're mine. This is very strange considering Sean can be our love interest. Very strange that they choose to show us this. They kiss, framed by the sunset. Lip lock, sunblock. Yes. Yes. Ah ha ha, the tropes. I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. Estella sits up in bed, her mind racing. She starts to get up when a hand takes hers and pulls her back. All right, everyone place your bets. Who is this? I know who it is, but who does everybody think? Where do you think you're going? This would be the, like, anarchy and destruction couple. I love it. I love it. Just got stuff on my mind. Then talk to me about it. I'm here for you. I know. Estella falls back into bed, holding Zara in her arms. Aww. Like this? Quinn frets a chord on Kella's guitar. You're a natural. I still insist. Kella's for someone else. So, what makes you want to learn guitar anyway? The cute instructor, Kella. Get a little genre savvy. Well, because I want to write a song for you. Aww, it's so cute. Quinn is such a sweet baby. Kella smiles and leans toward Quinn. Their lips meet. And then, amid the chaos and the possibility, the million different choices, one moment happens over and over. I love you, Kira. I love you, Kira. Oh my god, how many interesting ways do I have to say it? I love you, Kira. Oh, good lord. I love you, Kira. I love you, Kira. And I love you, Jake. I'm hanging on. Tears fill your eyes as, in the space of a single moment, you watch yourself fall in love with Jake 1,000 times. It does, it just keeps going. Yeah, take a drink. Just so I don't start weeping. Because I actually think the bourbon is helping. The light fades. You're back in the cavern with the Endless's hand on your forehead. You feel yourself sobbing. Are you sad? Yes. Yes, I am sad. Take another drink, because now it's real. I like that scene because it's very sweet, but it is a tearjerker. No, I've got something in my eye. Like all the noxious gases and the ash and... No. No, I've never been so happy. I've lived for all of a month and I've never been so happy. You've seen everything now, Kira. You know everything you can know. But this is where my sight ends. You nod, wiping away the tears. I know what I have to do. You're forcibly wrenched back to the present. Oh boy. Rourke scoffs at your friends as they continue to discuss remaining on the island. Yeah, I got married to some dude I basically just met, you know? Best month ever! Yeah. Yeah! We've had a whirlwind existence, we have. I can't believe some of you would simply wall yourselves up and consign the world to its fate. Think for a moment of those— Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Estella's fist suddenly collides with his jaw. Yeah, girl. Yes. It's about damn time. How dare you lay hands upon me? I, the villain, how dare? You have nothing to tell anyone about selfishness. And in my family, we don't tolerate hypocrites. This is Estella's version of in this house we don't let the villain win. Bless you, Estella. Sean shakes his head thoughtfully, weighing the options. It's almost impossible to decide this. But it sounds like Rourke's way is for the best, Kira. Sean! Honey, no! No! Sean, think about this for 5 seconds. Rich white guy is remaking the world. What do you honestly think is happening to anyone who's not white? Come on, Sean. Just because he's promising to return us to our freshman year at Hartfield doesn't mean you get a good existence. Also, I'm just gonna keep coming back to, I don't trust villains to keep their promises. I don't care if he's lawful evil, he's still evil. And also, like, what the fuck, Sean? This is supposed to be the lawful good paragon, and he's over here siding with the villain? I'm not sure this actually makes sense. Granted, they only know 2 of the 3 options right now, but oh my god. I guess we're evenly split then. Half of us want to stay, and half of us want to go home. What about you, Kira? Yeah, funny story. I don't have a home. Me? I am not qualified to make this choice, but here we are. I need a moment to think about this. You take a few steps away from the group and look out at the cosmos as it whirls around the rooftop. Remember, we had like a minute. This is a long minute. Yes, Rourke could absolutely be a racist piece of shit on top of everything else, and I believe he is. 'Cause you don't get to the position he's in by being a good person. Regardless of, like, the fact that he's actually evil, you don't actually get to be a billionaire by being a good person. You don't get to be a good billionaire by thinking of the needs of people other than yourself. You get to be a billionaire because you and your own are the only ones you care about. And who are Rourke's own? Yeah. No, like, literally the first time I played through this, I went, fuck. White colonialism over the entire planet. Kella is screwed. Like, Kella's already screwed, he's Hopi. his people have had their entire culture decimated, just like all the other indigenous peoples on these two continents. Yeah, two, I guess. Central America isn't really a continent. So like, it's just gonna get worse. He says free of ignorance. I really question what he thinks he means by that, because I really think this man has a portrait of himself in sun god robes standing on top of a mountain with the 10 Commandments in his hands. At least he's not staying on top of a pyramid with, naked women screaming and throwing little pickles at him. And if you get that reference, you're excellent. But no, someone like that already thinks he's God, and you don't get there without stepping on literally everyone you possibly can. And black people, indigenous people, anybody who's not white is getting stepped on. So, no, I absolutely, literally first place my mind went when I heard Rourke's plan on my first playthrough. And that's why in this house we don't let evil Tony Stark win. Rourke's plan it's technically a choice, but it's not a choice. Somewhere out there, there's the world I saw in Vanu's past. You recall the vision of the crystal planet. It's so messed up. Like, I've said before, after playing, making these characters in The Sims and playing them, that I really think they just used The Sims to write portions of this and to design the characters. Where does this look like, those of you who have the Get to Work pack in The Sims? This looks like the alien planet, except it happens to be in worm purple instead of blues. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. At least it's my headcanon. Somebody was playing The Sims and got way too many ideas. What if the aliens were actually crystals, and what if the crystals were sentient, and it all just went from there. Because it's way too easy. Jake is the only character that I'm still not really happy with how I did his face. I need to go back in and redesign him, and he can't really get his hair right either. Although I could try again. But yeah, no, I'm pretty sure. I wish it wasn't true, but it just makes too much sense. No, it doesn't make any sense at all. It really doesn't make any sense at all. I like the idea, and if they had leaned into it, this would be the coolest. Yeah, am I wrong? It does look like the planet from The Sims. I forget what the name of it is, because I never pay attention when I, teleport over there, but, because I don't use the rocket ship anymore when I have a character who's a scientist, and so she just uses the Stargate. But no, if they had leaned into this from the very beginning, this concept is actually very cool. We literally didn't exist until the story started, because this is when the player character enters, right? So, you literally weren't a part of their stories until you became a part of their story. But their idea of foreshadowing is really weak. They were trying so hard to bury the lead that they made it not make sense. Because, we have memories of being at Heartfold, and they're like, oh, you generated false memories. Really? Then why, when we got to Heartfold, did we not have problems understanding where we were? That's problem one. Problem two, when we actually go back to Heartfold, we leave the island. The Endless actually says she can't leave the island, and at this point the implication is that that's because she'd be too far from Vanu, who actually created her. So how the hell were we able to go back to Heartfold, wherever it is in the mainland United States, and not just dissolve? Why were we able to do that? That part doesn't make sense either. everybody imagined the same person, or Vanu, like, assembled us from bits of what everybody was imagining, doesn't make sense, because, you know, oh, like, you have Lila, who knew we were supposed to be there, and she's really the sticking point for me, is that Lila knew we were supposed to be there. Like, she had these quote-unquote false memories of us. Presumably everybody had these false memories of us getting on the plane. Vanu did a lot of work here to implant us in everybody's heads this thoroughly. Now, if it had been people were like, oh, I legit don't know who you are, who the hell are you, then I would buy it a little bit more, but nobody really acted that way. And we knew everybody's names apart from, like, Sean's when we first woke up, which was weird. Because we knew everybody else's names on the plane without asking, but we didn't know Sean's, which was odd. Take a drink, by the way, it's med time. Let's see, what else didn't make sense? Oh, the fact that Rourke knows our birthday. Now, you know, you could say, oh, he just assigned January 1st and then a year based on how old we look. Okay, do you understand how shitty people are at telling how old other people are? I'll give you a reference. I'm within 10% of 30 years old. I routinely get told I look like I'm 21. Part of the reason for this in our modern society is that 30-year-olds are playing 21-year-olds in TV and movies. And 20-year-olds are playing teenagers and so forth. So then when you actually see somebody who's like 15, you're like, oh my god, you look like you're 12 years old, because a 15-year-old is who's playing a 12-year-old in a movie. And an 18 or 19 or 20-year-old is who's playing a 15-year-old in the movie. Just look at Harry Potter. Now granted, that was because the movies took so long to make that the kids aged faster than the movies did, and they knew that was going to happen, but still. Yeah, that's the type of thing that I'm talking about. So for Rourke just to be like, this is her birth year, instead of going, she didn't exist until 2 days ago, or whatever, whenever they made the dossier, doesn't make sense either. Oh, he had the photograph. Okay, that's nice. He didn't, there was no date on the photo. It was a Polaroid, so it's not like there was a timestamp on it. So that doesn't make sense either. There's a lot of this that doesn't actually add up. Ironically, it all adds up. No, it doesn't. It actually doesn't all add up. But like the idea is just so cool. It's so like deliciously meta. I love the idea. I hate the execution. I actually forgot how bad it is. It's really sloppy. It does feel like something they maybe decided partway through book 2, instead of having it be something that was known from the beginning. That's how sloppy it is. Like, I love this series dearly, even though it traumatizes me, but that part was really sloppy. So yeah, no, this doesn't make too much sense. It doesn't make enough sense, Kira. It doesn't make enough sense. I was brought into being by Vanu. Then, if I give myself back, if I complete the heart, Vanu might finally be able to leave Earth. I'll be gone, but everyone else will be okay, and all of the timelines will finally merge. Yeah, about that. The other problem with Vanu's ending is that people who are dead stay dead. And that's my biggest sticking point. You think of your friends' frightened, weary faces. Their families, and the rest of the world. I could save them all. Furball sits down at your feet, eyeing you worriedly. Baby knows what we're thinking about doing. Baby knows that look. No, look at the face! Baby! Look at his little face. He's so sad. No! We'd make Furball cry. We can't make Furball cry. Furball is the most decent person in this whole fucking game. We can't let Furball down. Don't worry, fella. We're gonna figure this out. Of course he does. Jake walks over and takes your hand. Take another drink. I'm already running low. Hey, I know you'll make the best choice, whichever way you go with this. I wouldn't have that much faith in me. I'm a terrible person, Jake. I'm a terrible person. But that look in your eyes has got me worried. It's telling me I might lose you. No, I just, Please, Kara. Something's going on. I need to know what it is. No, you don't. No, you don't. There's another way. You feel the words welling in your throat. Swallowing hard, you try to fight past it. Yep, take a drink. I can complete the island's heart by giving myself to it. The world will go back to normal, but Vanu and I will be gone forever. Jake's eyes overflow with anguish. Just... I think I mentioned, and if I didn't, I should have. Well, because I was trying not to do spoilers, so I might not have, but back when I started dating Jake. And even when I did it, the first time I actually got to the end. I knew I was being a little cruel, because by then I'd figured out the ending. And this man, literally like 10 minutes ago, less than, watched his best friend die a second time in a terrible, terrible, terrible way. And lost any hope of his ember of hope coming true. In one fell swoop, because Lundgren and Mike are now both dead, the last two people who could have exonerated him. So if Jake leaves La Huerta, he goes to prison for life. Because without one or the other of them, there is no proof. no one is going to believe the word of 10 dumbass co-eds that, no, this guy was set up and blah blah blah. They're never gonna believe that. He's going to prison. If he's lucky. I mean, we don't... As far as I know, execution for treason in the United States is pretty rare, but... You know, Rourke's involved. Who the hell knows what's gonna happen? So yeah, when Rourke's like, oh, you'll be alive, Jake's gonna, like, in Rourke's future, Jake's gonna be in prison for his entire life. Like, you all realize this, right? Like... And... Now we're telling him that the love of his life, like, we've got 3 hearts with the guy, soulmates, is thinking about doing the same shit that we've told him multiple times he's not allowed to do. Like, we've stopped him from doing this twice, actually. Trying to sacrifice himself to save everybody else. So now we're a giant hypocrite for even considering it. Like, literally just destroying him. And I'd say, oh, with years of therapy, he'll come to forgive us, but he's not gonna get that in prison. So... yeah. And it doesn't help that Jake is basically me when I was that age. So... Except he's a lot more allosexual than I was. But... yeah. Like, that's their version of a happy ending, is he ends up in prison for the rest of his life for war crimes that he's not responsible for. So... fuck you. Damn it, Kira. Don't you know I'd come after you? I'd find a way. Cross every mile of space to get you back. Feels like I joined at either the right time or the wrong time. I mean, you missed the cute little, like, alternate futures recap scene, but... which I actually do enjoy, but it makes me cry at the end. Excuse me. No, we're discussing the third option, which, if you're just tuning in, is we sacrifice ourselves, we, you know, assimilate into Vonu, and so forth, and we stop existing, and the world goes back to normal. This whole stream is just me sobbing and ranting while out of breath. Yes. It's fine. I'm fine. I've had 1 3/4 cups of bourbon. Not straight bourbon, it's cut, but I'm just saying. This could be a lot worse if alcohol wasn't involved. Dull the pain, kids. Actually, don't. I literally discussed this with my therapist. Which is really sad when you think about it, that I used a paid professional to talk through the fact that I cannot get through this chapter without crying. But, yeah. Yeah. No, it's too cute. My heart is where you belong, not Vanu's.
No.
You embrace Jake, pulling him close. I know. Rourke slowly crosses the rooftop toward you. Someone just... A chokehold. Just... He needs to not speak anymore. He has no more words that can be said. Kira, I know what you are. Yeah, 'cause I literally just said it, dude. Shut up. I know you were cheated out of a normal life. If you see Project Giannis through, you'll be able to make real memories with those you care about. These are real memories, you jackass. Wow. Wow, I have real memories. Thank you very much. Screw you! The other thing this stream has been is me cussing Rourke out every time he talks. Whatever you may feel about my methods, draining the heart is the only means of staying with your friends and restoring the world. Alistair's cold gaze follows Rourke. A gamble at best. We know what we are getting if we reverse the energy and stay on La Huerta, Kira. Great. I don't want to side with either of the Rourkes. Ugh. We've done well enough for ourselves here, and can do better still. I believe this is where we're meant to be. Or I could give myself to the heart and allow Vanu to leave, taking away all of the time anomalies it created. Heart heavy, and head reeling from the immensity of your decision. It's okay, we only have to decide the fate of the world. You approach the Pillar of Crystal. Time is the soul of the universe. It touches everything and everyone. Okay, so we can stop Rourke and stay on La Huerta. We can finish Project Giannis and alter history. Or we can return to the heart and free Vanu. As I've already said, this is not an option. No, we do not let rich white assholes remake history in the way they see fit, because frankly, I don't trust Rourke to do that. I don't trust him not to take advantage of literally everybody. I also kind of don't trust him not to create a version of Earth that's just going to literally burst into flames the way ours is right now, and I'm not actually talking about the one in the game. I'm talking about the one I'm living on. Just saying. So we are between stop Rourke and stay on La Huerta, or return to the heart and free Vanu. Which, Vanu was awfully damn happy about the idea of reassimilating us like the Borg. That has me concerned. Also, as I've been ranting, if we do Vanu's ending, Jake goes to prison for the rest of his life for war crimes. And I don't think the writers actually thought of that. I think they figured, oh, it's, the quote-unquote happy ending. You just have to trust us that everything's gonna be fine. No, I actually don't have to trust you that everything's gonna be fine, because I know too much. I know too much. There is no way that he gets exonerated now because his entire Ember of Hope is now moot. However, if we do the Endless's ending, everybody else's Embers of Hope become moot. Because everyone else's hinge on getting off the island. So we can side with Jake, or we can side with the rest of the group, is what this really boils down to. And that's part of why one of many reasons, actually, why I don't like the Embers of Hope. It's, you know, it's a cheap way to get you to spend more diamonds, obviously, which makes me very glad that now you can get 5 free diamonds a day, because I haven't paid for diamonds since, like, book 2. And, like, most of them are terrible. They're how you don't treat people who are going through trauma. They're not actually very hopeful. Like, Diego's... he ends sad. Grace has a little bit of an upturn at the end, I guess. With, you know, Michelle kind of there to do the pep talk. And Alistair's is literally, give the evil guy what he wants and he'll be happy. Give Grace to him as a prize. Oh, yeah. And you'll notice Zara's is, like, similar, except that Craig isn't Zara's prize that she's been coveting and, like, kept locked up in a cell against his will. Like, that's a very different dynamic. But the other interesting thing, and the reason that I've said that technically I had people vote on the ending for this months ago before I actually announced, before I announced that I was actually streaming Endless Summer. I asked Twitter, which do you value most? The past, the present, or the future? And I don't think the majority of Twitter respondents knew this was my aim. I know some did. But the majority did not. And the majority chose the present. One asshole chose the past, and I didn't block him, but I thought about it. Because altering history, giving ourselves a past, returning everything to the way it was, and then, like, you know, oh, we're gonna make it better, means you value the past above everything else, right? You value where you've been, not where you are or where you're going. Which, to me, is kind of dangerous because, like, Alzheimer's and dementia are a thing. So, like, I don't know that you should be valuing the past above all else, because that can go away. And also we don't let Rourke win. But that's if you value the past. And that's why I was like, might block you, but I didn't. If you value the present, that's the Endless's ending. You just keep everything exactly the way it is now, except Rourke doesn't win, and you close the vortex, and hopefully nobody else dies. But La Huerta, everything stays exactly how it is, and you just stop Rourke. Everybody stays dead, who is already dead, and you just live out your lives on the island. That's Rourke's ending, or that's the Endless's ending. So that's if you value the present. If you value the future, you give your friends a future, and you assimilate into the collective and leave the planet. Yeah. Now, the future technically was the runner-up. Technically, the one people chose was this one. The Endless's ending. I struggle with that because as much as I wanna, like, give Jake his happy ending, right? It means technically taking away everybody else's. And the thing is, you're gonna have half of your friends resenting you. For not, cause, like, now you've said... Did we tell everybody, though, or did we just tell Jake? No, we told everybody. Because Because they know you could have fixed all of this. And you chose not to because you didn't want to die. Because that's basically what this is doing. Like, this is asking us to die. This is like if you believe in the afterlife version of dying. So like you have half of your so-called friends wanting you to die for their own good, which, you know, do you really want to be around friends like that too? The thing is, this one's gonna rip me to pieces if I do it. And like, to be fair, I extrapolate a lot more than the writers do. If you do the Endless's ending, you don't get like half your friends hating you or something. They don't actually say that. And if you Return to the Heart and free Vonu, they don't actually say Jake's going to prison for life. That's just me going, hey, did you think about this? Because it doesn't sound like you did. Am I numb enough? There's also the debate over which one is the true ending, too, because from promotional material released when the final chapter was released, it looked like the Endless's ending is actually the one that the writers intended, or at least one of the writers in particular, and so it's left a lot of controversy over whether the Vonu ending is supposed to be the ending that you choose or not. No! I didn't think about that with Quinn! No! That just made me sad too. So that in the chat, the Vonu ending makes me more sad with Quinn, because she hugs you and is like, don't worry, you'll always be with me, because she held on to Vanu's heart and it's a part of her. Oh god. Take a drink. I'm almost out of drink. Luckily, I am not almost out of Kleenex. I came prepared. I'm trying not to blow my nose directly into my microphone. And also, like, with Vanu's ending, everybody who's already dead stays dead. Which I think they did because otherwise you have absolutely no motivation to choose Rourke's ending. Like, if you could get Vanu's ending and bring back, at the very least, Mike, you'd have no reason to choose Rourke's ending. So I think that's why they did it that way. But you're gonna tell me this phenomenal cosmic power that created a person and can put the entire rest of the world outside La Horta back to normal because it's thankful, I guess, can't do a couple quick reses on Mike and maybe Lila? Which would make more sense if I had won the check with Estella and she hadn't killed Lila. Still mad about that. But yeah, phenomenal cosmic power, but this is our limit. Okay. Like, then that stubborn part of me is also like, I want to do the Endless's ending because I don't want to be told what to do. Except that all of them are somebody telling us what to do. You either you're giving Rourke what he wants, or you're giving Vanu what he wants, or you're giving the Endless what she wants, except she's dead. So, it's fine. But the thing is, the Vanu ending with Jake has the line that I literally can't think about without crying. It's not the same one as Quinn's. It's a different one. Well, I mean, he may hate me for the rest of his life, but at least I won't be around to see it. We're gonna return to the heart and free Vanu. Diego, can I borrow your phone? Sure. I'm still not getting a signal, though. I mean, you wouldn't. There's no more cell towers anywhere. But that's okay. While holding Diego's phone in one hand, you reach out to your surroundings with the other, willing a change into effect. It worked! Time stops. We can do this! But we can't save Mike. Okay. The vortex, your friends, and even the plants and decorations writhing in the wind are frozen in place. I can already feel it slipping back. Hopefully I've bought enough time to let them know. You take a deep breath and hit record. Several moments later, everything resumes. You hand Diego his phone and lift your hands toward the crystal pillar. As starlight dances across the countless facets, you pause, looking at your outstretched arms. I guess most people spend their lives searching for a purpose, something to dedicate themselves to. It's a beautiful journey that I'll never undertake. I've only ever existed to serve my purpose. You. All of you. You turn to your friends and let your love for them show on your face. You show them that you're not doing this out of desperation or panic, but because you want to, because you believe in them. I love every one of you so much. Don't you ever forget that. Kira? And then you touch the pillar. A shockwave of time energy surges outward from your body. Kira! I'm so sorry. The vortex begins to descend toward the rooftop, its spiraling arms winding ever tighter. The building buckles and begins to split apart. What's happening? The hotel's breaking up! The Omega mech, destabilized by the crumbling building, teeters backward and falls over the edge. No! What have you done? What I'm supposed to do, and not what I wanted to do, which was shove you off the goddamn building, Rourke. You struggle to keep your grip on the pillar. Jake wraps his arms around you in the crystal, bracing you against the shaking. Just keep holding on. If I can't go with you, at least I can get you where you need to go. This is all very exciting, I'm sure. Is the only line out of this entire series that I always remember verbatim. Just remember, you're in my heart forever, Kira. He was trying so hard. was trying so hard to be good and to make a future, and like I said, he's basically me at his age, so yeah. As Jake presses his lips to yours, a column of light engulfs the pillar, rising into the sky. Jake, you're not making this easier. Once again, and for the last time, your world is overtaken by light. Rather than blindness, you feel a vast clarity, like looking out from a mountaintop on a cloudless day. You're falling upward. Every future, every present, and every past seems to occur simultaneously around you as you rise. Wow. Vanu's presence speaks in your mind, echoing strangely familiar words. Doesn't feel real, does it? But we are finally on our way. It's okay, it's just the Silver Surfer, it's fine. And there you go. The planet is no longer engulfed in lava. As your consciousness travels on across the universe, you reach back toward your friends. Everyone is gathered outside of the Celestial. Tranquil stars shimmer where the vortex had once dominated the sky.
We're on the roof. How did we get down here?
A parting gift, I'd imagine. Jake gazes up at a dark plume of smoke, winding from the hotel's collapsing tower. Oops. It's not what I meant to do. What I meant to do was this. Alright. I'm out of drink. Let's do this. Kira. So sorry. Not to worry. We're all going back. Oh, the hell they are. Rourke draws a portal gun from his sport coat and aims it at the group. My Twitch glitched and it went off. It said you went offline. I thought you just gave up. I mean, I hope I didn't actually go offline. I've been keeping an eye on my feed, but I mean, like, I've also been having some internet problems tonight, so I wouldn't be 100% surprised. And this time, Kira will make the right choice. I don't think so. Because if I was gonna make another choice, it still wouldn't be yours, asshole. He's gonna send us back in time. Like hell he is! Craig and Estella launch forward, but Rourke's already pulled the trigger. Great. Nothing happens.
What? I only tested it yesterday.
Yeah, dude, time anomalies are gone, man. Craig drives Rourke to the ground, and Estella wrests the inert gun from his grasp. She tosses it aside. Rourke struggles to reach into a pocket, but comes up empty-handed.
The crystals! Where are they?
They're gone, Rourke. Forever. Rourke squirms backward, panicked thoughts playing behind his darting eyes. Oh, shut up. You still have all the power and all the privilege. You're gonna be fine, dude.
That's not possible. There were too many. I built everything on...
The Celestial's main tower finally gives out, coming down with a thundering crash. Y'all were not far enough away. A huge cloud of dust sweeps across the area. Everyone hurries toward the beach. Wait, where's Kelly? Oh shit!
I don't think he made it down.
I mean, he did. Just not with you.
Everyone, look! The horizon no longer burns.
Because Kelly's back in his own time.
Does that mean the world's okay?
The anomalies? The crystals? The energy? It's all gone. So, like... But if the anomalies and stuff are all gone and that means Kelly's back in his own time, why are the Vanti even still there? Because, like, the Vanti were born out of an anomaly. If the Celestial's built on an anomaly, right, then why are the Vanti still there?
And the disparate timelines are finally unified.
I don't have to be happy about it. I guess Kelly went back to his own time then. As the group looks out across the sea, Furball paces nervously, gazing back at the ruined hotel. I'm so sorry, baby. I'm so sorry. Tear me up because we made Furball sad. You broke my boy's heart and you broke my fox's heart. How dare you? How dare you? Rourke falls to his knees and begins frantically digging in the sand.
There are more. There must be more crystals. Yo, I see ships out there. 2 of them coming this way.
Those are American Coast Guard cutters. Yeah, Jake is going to prison. Great. Gasping for breath, Rourke falls onto his side and begins weeping piteously.
No! 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 Damn you, Selected! This island was mine!
Yeah, and it still is. You probably still hold the land deed from some government that the Vanti don't recognize. Shut up.
Now you've taken it. You've taken everything! My dream! My ambitions!
You are still alive. You still have your bank account. Shut up. The only reason that I did your ending is for my friends, not for you. Because this is the other part of Vanu's ending that I don't like. Is that technically, Rourke would still retain everything he has. A searchlight flashes across the beach from one of the Coast Guard ships. Estella crouches next to Rourke, coldly observing his grief. Ambition, yes. Hard work and thrift. But not
Dreams. Dreams come from the heart. They're for those who see the goodness in mankind and want to enlarge it.
Can we please say humanity instead of mankind? Thank you. God.
You wanted only to enlarge yourself.
Oh, you should talk.
And here you are, weeping over handfuls of sand as they slip through your greedy fingers.
I don't want to hear anything out of you, Alistair.
Mine! You own nothing.
He owns one of the most powerful corporations, if not probably the most powerful corporation in the world in this story. He will be fine. As the first light of dawn gathers away the stars, the Coast Guard ships arrive on the shore.
How are we gonna explain this? Where we've been, what we've seen? Let's just say I have a feeling tomorrow's gonna be one hell of a news day.
And you shouldn't be there. You should run. You should stay with the Vonti or something. Officers disembark and approach the group. Soon, everyone is brought aboard. The ships then depart for the mainland, carrying your friends and Rourke homeward at long last. Later that morning, your friends are huddled on deck, watching a distant shore grow closer.
Do you need anything else? We'll be in Miami in a few hours.
Joy. I think we're fine for now. Thank you. Diego's phone beeps. He pulls it out of his pocket and raises it to his ear. He's so sad. Hey, it's Kira. I hope you get this. And I hope you can forgive me for going on one last adventure alone.
Guys! Is it from Kira?
Diego forwards your message to everyone. Your friends begin turning on their mobile devices and listening. Somehow everyone still has battery. So we can say, I wanted to make things right, or this is what I was meant to do. I still don't like this idea that we only existed to, further everyone else's character development and we don't get one. So, I wanted to make things right. I really think this is the best chance for everyone. I've realized something that I think I must have known all along. There's a reason you can't quite remember me from before La Huerta, which nobody ever said, but okay. And why I have trouble talking about parents or school. The truth is, I'm not who you think I am. I'm me. I'm Kira. But I exist because Vanu and all of you willed me into being. The next day, everyone is seated on a plane. They lean back as the aircraft gathers speed and rises off the tarmac. Probably with Jake in handcuffs, but okay. Jake glances at his phone. He sighs and taps on your message again, lifting it to his ear. Jake, I promised you a year and a day And I'm sorry I won't be able to fulfill that vow. So we can say part of me will be with you always, or what we had is very rare. I don't think we're qualified to say that second thing since we existed for all of a month. So part of me will be with you always. And you I take with me wherever I'm headed next. It's because of you that I'm able to face this decision. The strength and confidence you taught me. You gave me a lifetime worth of love in a few short weeks. Craig and Zara sit on a couch in a dorm apartment, watching TV. Zara and Craig... Oh, sorry, that's us. Alright, hang on. Okay, I probably sound less catastrophic now. Okay. Zara and Craig. On an island where nothing was what it seemed, your perspective grounded me. You never took anything at face value. And you taught me that the truth can sometimes be complicated. The TV flashes to a courtroom where Rourke is being restrained by security personnel. Everybody raise your hands if you think this would actually happen to, you know, the world's richest and most powerful man, Tony Stark. Raise your hand if you think this would happen to Tony Stark. Fully expect nobody's hands are in the air. His face is slick with sweat, and his eyes wild. Just remember what's going on in the White House right now when you question, when you consider for even a moment that this is what would happen.
Don't you understand? The Crystal people are coming. They're coming for us all!
He says with absolutely no justification. Okay, dude.
What a douche.
Wow. Raj is putting the finishing touches on a platter of nachos loaded with melted gourmet cheeses, jalapenos, and avocados. Remember, he promised he was gonna show us a real party. Y'all. This is terrible. At least he's, you know, happy about it. Raj, thank you for your big heart. You never took any credit for being the one person holding the group together, but I saw what you did. You made us more than a group of friends. You made us a family. Raj sprinkles the last of a handful of cilantro. Sorry, Risa. Across the nachos and kisses his fingers.
Bon appetit.
Okay. He jubilantly carries the platter into the next room for everyone to snack on. Hartfield University's dean addresses a crowd gathered in the campus quad.
I'm proud to present your class of 2018 valedictorians, Grace Hall and Alistair fucking Rourke.
The crowd applauds as Alistair and Grace come to the podium. Thank you. Before we begin, I'd like to share some words from someone very special to us. I've learned that sometimes, when trying to get from one place to another, you can end up somewhere unexpected. Like on the side of a cliff fighting a giant crab. We can say it's all part of the journey, or you shouldn't give up hope. I don't want to say either one of these, because they're both terrible. But I hate it's all part of the journey even more. So, I guess I'm going with, you shouldn't give up hope. You'll find your way if you keep moving. In the meantime, savor every moment right where you are. Chances are, you won't be back. Unless you're me and you rewind time a bunch of times to keep your friends alive. Sean is sitting in an empty locker room. He sets his phone on speaker and places it on the bench beside him. Yeah, well, you're the one who wanted to let Rourke win, Sean, so don't give me the face. Sean, you showed me what a true leader is. Compassion is strength. Selflessness is bravery. You made us all better just by knowing you. Diego is walking through the streets of London. Next to him is a man with a braided ponytail and a long coat. He stops to adjust the man's hat and sunglasses. Varen grins at him through his disguise. That boy's gotta be wearing so much makeup. Ooh. Oh. I hope it's non-comedogenic. Oof. Shh. Diego. What would we have done without each other? No one makes me laugh the way you do. You were the missing piece that completed my heart, and I carry you with me always. Quinn places a tray of cupcakes into an oven and sits down, gazing at her phone. Michelle walks in. What you doing? Just a little baking for the trip. And listening to Kira's message again. As Quinn places the phone on speaker, Furball hears your voice and hops into Quinn's lap. See, I told you, nothing happens to Furball. He's okay in the end. Oh, look, baby. You all can take another drink. I have no more drink, so. Michelle, I have no doubt you're gonna get what you want out of life. And you deserve everything. And Quinn, more than any of us, you know what it is to fight for something with every fiber of your being. You weren't willing to give up on a better tomorrow, so neither could we. Whenever things felt bleak, the power of your hope was a beacon, reminding us to look toward the future with optimism. Quinn reaches toward toward an antique set of dog tags hanging near her heart. Oh, you're killing me over here. I miss Kira and Kelly. How the hell did she get his dog tags? Did she like write his family and be like, hey, so I knew your grandpa. Can I have his dog tags? Because that's what this sounds like.
Estella places a pile of clothes into a suitcase and gazes outside at the sunny shore of San Trobita. She picks up her phone, hesitating to play your message again. Estella, you're a force of nature. Your unbridled fury can level mountains, evening out the landscape for all who reside within it. You taught me how to be fair, how to be true, and how to be just. She did a whole ass murder and she taught us how to be just? Really? I have questions. How do I put this? What she did to Lila wasn't justice, it was vengeance. Yeah, exactly, you taught me how to kill people. Interesting choice of perspective on Estella here. Yeah. I didn't get very much time with all of you, but our memories will last forever. I can promise you that. Can you, though? Although our summer is over, another will come soon. When it does, imagine me there with you, spending our days on the beach, watching every sunset melt into the sea, and gazing at stars that fill our hearts with wonder. Because with you is exactly where I will be. Diego puts away his phone and turns to all of your friends, gathered around a bonfire on the beach. Happy reunion, everyone. Here's to 5 years. He raises a bottle toward the sky. The others lift their drinks. Zara, back in the, that's a choice. But Grace is so cute. Look at her. How the hell Jake's out of prison, we don't know. Oh, it's fine. He just won't go to jail. We'll just sew him out of jail so they don't worry. No, this boy would be in prison. Or still in exile, one of the two. Either way, he doesn't just get his life back like everybody else does. Yeah. And to Kira. So that's chapter 12 complete. And the story. So we found all the clues. We found all the dossiers and Rourke. We found all 12 catalyst idols, and we met the Endless at the threshold. And we found all 11 embers of hope, and we communed with Vanu. We handfasted with Jake with the devotion blossom. Our top friendships were Jake, Diego, and Estella. Estella was runner-up. Lowest friendships were Lila, who I don't think we ever actually... I'm not sure we ever lost a point with her, but, you know, when she dies. However, Alistair is still below her, and I'm very happy about this. Little upset that Iris is number 3, but I don't think you can actually get higher with Iris. I don't think you can have her be your friend. I think you can only get like with her. I could be wrong. And that's it. Yeah, I don't know exactly what I'm streaming next week. I'm basically debating between Sims. So, if you follow me on Twitter, you've seen me tweet with the hashtag Endless Summer Sims 4. I have everybody made, and some of them leveled through several aspirations. And I've just been playing with them because, like I said, I'm pretty sure a non-zero amount of this was based on stuff people screwed around with in The Sims. Reese is already voting for Sims over here. Basically because I know we just got done with this big sappy ending and we're supposed to sympathize with everybody, but I'm very, very, very tempted to kill Alistair. Oh, I see everybody's interested in Sims. Maybe I'll just play The Sims then. Because I can also... I've been doing a legacy challenge on my own, and I go very, very slowly. But I could do legacy challenge, or I have not tried Hunter Baby challenge. I think I know how I would attack it, but oh my god, Sim toddlers. And my game is being really weird, where the toddlers will get within like 2 bites of being done with their food, and then they'll go and set it down and walk away, and I have to make them walk back and finish the like all of 2 bites of food that are left, and it's driving me up a wall. And I haven't figured out what the hell's going on. So I could do that. But I'm really, really tempted to kill Alistair. Oh, is it? So yours is having the same glitch? Damn. I was kind of hoping it was just me and not like a system-wide thing. That kind of sucks. Although I suppose if it's a system-wide thing, that means maybe they'll fix it. But then again, they've changed some like dumb shit. Like now when you're grafting with gardening, you'll like basically never get the rare plants that you supposedly unlock. They'll just never be harvestable, which bothers me. So maybe I'll put a poll up on Twitter what people want to see from The Sims. I do also have for Halloween, I should be able to do it in one stream, but Halloween week, I have a point and click. Old MS-DOS point and click. That is a wonderful idea for Halloween, I think. If any of you are old enough to have possibly heard of or played this incredibly niche game that came out with the Acer Ace Explorer on Windows 95 and was run in MS-DOS. It's based on the TV show Are You Afraid of the Dark, and it's called The Tale of Orpheo's Curse. And it scared the living shit out of me as a child. It's actually not that scary, but it scared the living shit out of me as a child. And I actually do have an emulator. I think I can get it to run with display capture, so I think that would be fun to play for you all for Halloween week, so I think that's what I'll do for Halloween. But yeah, toddler Sims are the worst. Child Sims are okay, except I keep having child Sims that want to do nothing but make messes. Like, they'll be practicing violin or something, and then they'll just immediately want to make a mess after. And I'm like, why? You were doing something. You are getting energy out. Why do you want to immediately turn around and make a mess, you little shit? But I could do that too. But yeah, we'll do something with The Sims next week then, because this computer can actually handle it. At least I hope. I think it can. If it can handle this, it can handle doing Sims at a lower graphic quality for me. Okay. I need to go take a bath, put on a face mask so I don't look like I just walked through hell. Because I feel like I kind of walked through hell. So, Sims next week. Enjoy whatever it is you do between now and next Friday. Catch you later.